you were going to play a major championship.
Designed by Robert Trent Jones II, with breathtaking views of the Puget Sound as well as the Olympic Mountains.
Well, hello and welcome to another round of golf playing Rory Mcilroy PGA Tour. Right now we are in the middle of a nice little round 3 of the U.S. Open. Hope you enjoy.
Frank, you've been there, down to the wire at several U.S. Opens. What's that pressure like?
It's so different from any other type of major championship, because that's normally the toughest test. That's where the scores are the highest, i.e. relative to par. That's actually where par itself is a good score. I mean, you're bruised and battled by the end of the week. With the exception, really, remember when Rory Mcilroy won at Congressional? That's the one time when a U.S. Open played soft. But Martin Kaymer at Pinehurst on a firm, fast golf course, it's a different test. Tiger Woods at Pebble Beach. You just think of people struggling at the end of the week and really last man standing. That's what a U.S. Open means.
Frank, the USGA was determined to hold a U.S. Open in the state of Washington. It had never hosted one before.
And it's determined, too, to go to sites that are more natural. We saw that with Pinehurst in 2014, the restoration by Corin Crenshaw, and we're seeing it with Chambers Bay. These are golf courses, I think, that any level of players can go out and play, rather than the U.S. Opens of the sort of the 80s and the 90s that were just so stringent.
So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. So a tester from 4 feet. That's costly right there.
Painful. Even par currently.
Drop shot and a dropped position on the leaderboard.
This game's never about being perfect. It's about being resilient.
Wow, check out the elevation change, Frank, from tee all the way down to the fairway. No wonder they call this the 5th hole here at Chambers Bay. Free fall?
You better take a parachute, that's for sure, but you're going to need a parachute to land the ball and stop it on this green as well. Not overly long, well, should I say U.S. Open standards, 488. You know, these days they stretch it well over 500 yards. But one of the tighter tee shots.
Frank, you've played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Sorry about round one, or the whole one.
Frank,
I was on the phone, and so I really wasn't able to concentrate. Now I'm back to.
The wind had to help that ball.
Now I'm off the phone. Now I'm concentrating. So we should be getting some birdies.
Should be safely on deck.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round. Wow, I thought he made that. Made a good run at birdie. He'll have to focus now. Try to walk away with the par. Just a couple of feet. No damage done. Made the par. Our featured golfer is already 5 holes in. Let's take you out now to the 6th. Frank, what's happening early in this 3rd round? Doesn't look good.
Oh, it's a shocker, Rich. It really is. There's nothing like we saw the first 2 days. A series of mistakes just compounding one after the other. Really right now, talk to the caddy, talk to somebody, talk to someone in the crowd. You've got to change things around.
Nothing wrong with that one. How about 300
Oh,
yards?
I'll be turning some things around.
Frank, our featured
Don't
player,
worry about
a bit
that.
wobbly of late. This is an important approach shot.
It is. Time to just
Gotta
hit
love
the brakes,
those
do a little reset.
awesome
Things
commentators.
aren't completely lost yet. Start to get back to that positive frame of mind.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Solid commercial shot, just 12 feet away.
Well, good morning.
Shouldn't be a problem here.
My name's Bladders. Just playing some Rory Mcilroy PGA Tour. Right now I'm in the U.S. Open. Feel free to leave a chat comment if you have any questions.
Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there. Make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Well, Frank, what a stretch of tough par 4s here at Chambers Bay. Now to the 7th, long uphill par 4 and a lot of trouble to the right.
Yeah, and it's all sand, that's for sure. If you miss the field on the left, then it's all dunes, so take your pick, really. But ideally, that green piece that the superintendent often mows each and every day, that's the place to go. And for a U.S. Open of 508 yards, if you miss that little green strip, then this hole will be hazardous because it's going to play a lot longer than that uphill.
Frank, the approach here at the 7th, and there's a lot to consider here.
There is. The green at the front is much wider than what it is at the back. It's almost like a tooth or a molar shape. So, you know, that front portion, when the flag's there, definitely a birdie hole. Just got to be a little cautious when they put the flag on the back.
Headed for the fat part of the green. We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long.
Well, birdies are hard to come in this situation. So tight.
Right in the thick of it. Frank, that front, the leaderboard has been looking all week.
You're exactly right, Rich. I think our winner is certainly going to come from that list right now. I'm excited for tomorrow's final round.
Gotta love it when the CPU plays for you. All right, we are now starting round 4 of the U.S. Open.
Are proud to present a national championship. Today, it's live final round coverage of the 115th U.S. Open Championship. Welcome to Chambers Bay with its massive rolling fairways, towering dunes, undulating greens, and unpredictable coastal winds. This link-style course providing the backdrop for the world's best golfers here at the U.S. Open. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Navalo will call every shot today for EA Sports. Frank, what is Chambers Bay all about?
A nice blend of links and parkland golf, really. You can still play the ball, through the air, play your own style of play, but it just looks like you've got to play the ball along the ground, almost link style. These huge cavernous type bunkers that adorn the sides of the fairways, big greens, undulating greens. It really is a wonderful test, and off the back, it can play very long.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy.
Well, good morning, people.
Coming up, formality.
Or at least it's morning here.
Better
so
than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
If you have any questions, feel free to put some questions into the chat box, and I can go ahead and either answer them through post them through there, or I can answer them by talking.
We're going to see a change in the lead very soon.
Beautiful birdie right there.
That's a ginormous tee shot.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Get down. Lay down. Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
This is a 9-footer. Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Frank, as a player, do you
Good morning.
like the drivable par 4? And we've seen these setups now at just about every single U.S. Open.
Having a good round 4 in the U.S. Open.
Playing well, but if you're struggling, no one likes their hand forced. The 12th forces your hand. It's tough to lay up on this hole.
Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he was thinking on that.
So, Frank, trying to make 3 the conventional way, didn't have a go at this green. What's left now?
Just the yardage. If you've got a good yardage here, then all these undulations in this green really aren't that important. And that's the beauty of laying up. You've taken the risk off the tee and really the risk in and around this green. So a good second shot, distance control, and you're going to be well rewarded.
Bogey here yesterday, chance to better that today. Starting to make a nice move.
Do any of y'all play this game?
For the tournament. On to the 13th hole here at Chambers Bay. It's a par 4, and they call this one Eagle Eye.
Yeah, dogleg to the right, beefy par 4. You hit it down to one of the widest fairways on the golf course. And then up in front, if you look at the middle of the green, you're going to see one bunker. Needless to say, that's got to be avoided.
Excellent, perfect position.
Ball's just sitting up too. You could hit anything from there.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. I mean, really on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Oh, I thought he had that.
Dang
Can't
it.
birdie them all, Rich.
Par attempt here.
No, really, Rich, right now it's just a case of running out of holes. Pars are fine.
If you play this
Frank,
game, after I'm done with this
par 4
round,
here
I'll
at
be
the
more than
U.S.
happy to
Open.
play.
This is the 14th hole, and I'm guessing by the time you set foot on this tee, you'll know exactly where your game is at.
Oh, this one here, great reward for someone that's driving the ball well. If you can drive it, down the left middle, avoid that little one-pot bunker in the middle of the fairway, you're going to certainly shorten this hole up. And then you can start to use the contours of this hole too, that bend right to left. And 546 yards becomes much shorter than what you would think.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball's sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Good morning for any newcomers.
This is a really good line. Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th.
It's no snack though.
Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. And getting ready for the putt. Always take that. Good par putt right there. All right, on to the 15th. Hey, Frank, what is that thing over there? I haven't seen one in a while.
It's a tree. That's right.
A tree.
Trees do exist at Chambers Bay. So do short par 3s. Well, in a U.S. Open, they'll have it around 250 yards, but it's a fun hole. This is it's sort of in a weird way, it's a risk-reward par 3. A good tee shot here. You can easily walk off with 2. Get a little casual off there, then there is a huge bunker that just wraps around the right side of the screen.
Who do y'all think's gonna win?
Goes to 6 under par for the tournament. What a display of golf.
Who do you think's gonna win round 1?
Now to the 16th hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, it is pretty short hole. What are the chances?
Now Rory
to come out of
McIlroy
here
is
with a
back in
birdie?
the game.
Well, you've just come off the short 15th. You can get on a little bit of a run here, providing you get into the fairway first. You're not going to have an overly long second shot here. But once again,
I think Jordan Spieth's going to be able to take it.
This is a tabletop green, so you're going to have to be right on the money with that second shot.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, what's the danger here on the approach to the 16th, considering the green is
Put it in
really
the chat
small?
box. I can go ahead and chit chat
Obviously,
with you.
it's a short par 4, so you know that the problem's going to happen up ahead, and that's exactly what it does. This is probably one of the smallest, narrowest greens at Chambers Bay. and you can see it slopes dramatically from left to right. That has to be taken into consideration with the second shot.
Oh, darn it.
How did that miss?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. And takes care of business there.
Solid stroke.
Just 2 holes left to play. Now a par 3, the 17th, 218 yards, and all sorts of trouble, Frank, down that right.
Well, if you weren't beached at the 16th, then there's a chance you can be derailed, which is what this hole's called, at 17. Difficult par 3. You can see the bunker there in front, and once again, wind conditions. This is going to probably require one of the best tee shots, especially in the closing stages of the U.S. Open.
These putts keep the round together. He'd settle for par here.
Oh, this round has definitely not been showy, so I do apologize about that. But
Did the job
I've at
right
least
there.
been able to hold most of my pars as McIlroy apart, and they've been apparently getting bogeys, so apparently no one's
once
doing.
Again, you head back. That James was designed as a golf course, and it was designed and test every in your game. 18, it probably gives you
Big
more
old
on both sides
glitch.
of any other hole on the golf course.
Heck, off the tee, that's the way to begin. Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. Just came over that one a bit, enough to tug it to the left, and plenty of work still to go to win the U.S. Open. You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants to do over there.
Made a par in his previous
I almost
round.
made that eagle.
This time, it's for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Just a fantastic week of golf. Add that one to the win count.
A lot of
I just won the U.S. Open.
Come on top of that leaderboard is truly a great accomplishment.
Now it's gonna say I'm offline. I'm in just like a minute, and I'll be right back online in like another minute. So I want you to know that it's not like I'm actually going offline. It's just I have to open up a new channel. I mean, I have to open up a new broadcast for the next tournament, so that way I can space them out.